Alright, so first you have Markwell Medeiros versus Austin Hubbard. Markwell, I mean, he's alright. He's not that good in my opinion. Austin Hubbard isn't that good either. I mean, he's a veteran. He's not a crafty vet. He's not that good of a veteran. Like, he's not an Edson Barboza or Jan Vlahovic. He's he's not that great. Alright, I can't lie. Ever since he's come back to the UFC, he's had 3 kind of performances. You know, I'm going to trust in Markwell Medeiros to win this because I just don't know if I can trust Austin Hubbard. Now, Hubbard is a veteran, so he could probably eke out a decision, you know, and probably make less mistakes than Markwell, but I don't know. I'm going to go with Markwell Medeiros. Next, we have Jamal Emmers versus Gabriel Miranda, and I was kind of tempted to pick Gabriel Miranda, but you know what? Jamal Emmers does have good takedown defense. I think he has like 80% takedown defense. We'll check it right now. I said 80%, right? 90% takedown defense. So he has some pretty good takedown defense. And also, Gabriel Miranda is a Morgan Charrier and BSD victim. Jamal Emmers has most recently been a Nate Landwehr victim, so it's tough to pick, but I'm going to go with the favorite here, Jamal Emmers. Next, we have Rafa Garcia versus Vince Pitchell. I am definitely going to go with Rafa Garcia. There's no way I'm picking Vince Pitchell in 25. So, yeah, I'm going with Rafa Garcia on this one. Next, we have Lupi Godinez versus Julia Polistri. Lupi is pretty alright, okay? She's okay. I think the only problem with Lupi is that she doesn't really show urgency when she's losing. But then again, a lot of fighters do that. Like, they know they're losing, but they don't really go for it. But Julia Polistri is like 1-1 in the UFC, and the one fighter she beat was Corey McKenna. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if she took this on short notice or something, but being 1-1 in the UFC and getting a number 11 ranked fighter is kind of crazy. So I'm gonna go with Lupi Godinez because yes, she lost her last fight, but that was against Mackenzie Dern, which isn't a bad loss. Like, Mackenzie Dern has been winning since then. So it's not that bad of a loss. So yeah, I'm going to go with Lupi Godinez. Next, we have Christian Rodriguez versus Maquezo Costa. I'm going to go with C-Rod because C-Rod is pretty damn good. All right, he's pretty good. I think by the end of this year, he'll probably be in the top 20, top 15 in the featherweight division. And look, I know Costa won his last fight with a guillotine, and Christian's loss was a guillotine, so maybe it's destiny for Christian Rodriguez to get submitted in this fight as well. But I hope he's learned from that loss, and yeah, let's hope that C-Rod doesn't get guillotined again. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Christian Rodriguez. I think he's gonna get this one done. Next, we have Jose Daniel Medina versus Atiba Getier. This guy is very young, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's 22. This guy's also built like a fucking athletic freak too. He's 6'4", has an 81-inch reach, 44-inch leg reach. I'm going to pick Atiba Getier because he's the fun pick on this card. Please win. Please get a vicious KO. Like, I don't know. I want some fun. Come on, Atiba Getier. Don't let this fucking guy win. Come on. I'm going to go with Atiba Getier for fun. Next, we have Edgar Chairez versus CJ Vergara. If you watch the fight nights, you already know who CJ Vergara is. CJ is kind of like a guy that's always on the prelims, kind of like an NPC. Edgar Chairez, you know, he actually did look pretty alright. He went to war with Joshua Van. So you know what, I'm going to go with Edgar Chairez, because Edgar is alright, and CJ Vergara, like, I mean, he can win fights, but it's just, fucking Christ, man, is he such an NPC. I'm gonna go with Edgar Chairez. Next, we have Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Kevin Borjas. Kevin Borjas, when was the last time he's fought? It's been almost a year, and he's 0-2 in the UFC. I mean, losing to Joshua Van isn't that bad of a loss. I'm still going to go with Ronaldo Rodriguez, because again, Ronaldo Rodriguez is the fun pick on this card. Please fucking win. We need prospects. Don't you dare fucking lose against somebody who is 0-2 in the UFC, who hasn't fought in almost a year. Please. Ronaldo Rodriguez, let's go. Next, we have David Martinez versus Simon Oliveira. David Martinez is, I think, another Dana White Contender Series guy. Simon Oliveira, I can't even remember the last time this guy fought. It's been 2 years. Got destroyed by Daniel Marcos. And then even before that, he hadn't fought in a year. Yeah, there's no way I'm picking him. I know it's tough to pick these Dana White Contender Series guys. I don't care. I'm picking David Martinez. Next, we have Raul Rosas Jr. versus Vince Morales. I actually picked against Vince Morales in his last fight, and I got that pick right, so I'm going to pick against him again. I'm going to go with Raul Rosas Jr. I think Raul is going to continuously improve. Vince Morales is, I think, on a 4-fight losing streak. There's no way I'm picking this guy. I'm going with Raul because he's improving, all right? He's like, what, 19? He's going to be improving a lot in every single training camp in every single training camp he has. He's going to be improving a lot. So, yeah, we're going to go with Raul Rosas Jr. Next, we have Kelvin Gastelum versus Joe Pyfer. Jesus, is Joe Pyfer a massive favorite? Holy crap. I mean, Kelvin Gastelum looks massive in this picture. Holy shit. This dude looks like a heavyweight. Oh my god, Kelvin, relax. This guy looks massive. Now, actually, you know what? Kelvin looked pretty good against Daniel Rodriguez, and he's looked good against Chris Curtis, too. Yeah, obviously, he's lost to the big guys in the division, Cannonier and Whitaker. But those aren't bad losses. And you know what? People are forgetting about Kelvin Gastelum, man. People are kind of underestimating him. People really are. I think Joe Pyfer will probably win, but Kelvin has a solid chance, man. People forget, man. People forget about that war he had with Israel Adesanya, man. People forget, man. No, I guess I'm going to go with Joe Pyfer because I don't know if I could trust Kelvin to be a guy like Joe Pyfer. Because people forget, man, this guy has the hardest punch. Joe Pyfer apparently has the hardest punch. Harder than Francis Ngannou, by the way. So, yeah, I can't bet against that, man. I really can't. I can't bet against that, man. He's the hardest hitter. He's the hardest 185er right here. He's the hardest 185er. So, Kelvin Gastelum drops people. When Joe Pyfer touches someone, they don't fucking move, alright? They don't fucking move when Joe Pyfer touches someone. So yeah, I'm going to go with Joe Pyfer. I love Kelvin Gastelum, though. I want Kelvin to win. It's just, I don't think he can, which is kind of sad. Next, we have the main event, Brandon Moreno versus Steve Erceg. I am a massive Steve Erceg glazer, okay? I am a massive Steve Erceg fan. But I am also a massive fan of Brandon Moreno. And if I see the same Brandon Moreno that absolutely fucked up Albazi, I have to pick Moreno, man. Steve Erceg is coming off of a 2-fight losing streak. And by the way, he gets given the number 2 ranked guy after getting KO'd by the number 4 ranked guy. I don't know how that makes sense, but it is what it is. And I don't know, Brandon Moreno actually has momentum coming into this fight. Like, he's coming off of an insane performance against Amir Albazi, while Steve Erceg is coming off of a 2-fight losing streak. Like, literally, hasn't even been able to get a fucking bounce back fight yet, and he's going against the number 2 ranked guy, which was higher ranked than his last opponent, who he lost to by KO. And I know styles make fights and all that, yes, but Brandon Moreno looked too fucking good against Amir Albazi, so I'm gonna go with Steve Erceg. And yeah, those are my picks for this card. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe, and yeah, hope you guys have a good day.